Okay, so we're just going to take a look at an invoice that was sent on March 10th. And when the invoice is opened up, you can see all the font here, this highlighted area, all the font here is in white. Font here is in white as well, and the feedback we got from this customer was they couldn't read it when it was printed. There is nowhere in our settings where we can choose to have a font selected in white. So here's another one, another interesting one, a statement we're looking at. 515 here says due, it says it's overdue, yet it shows amount and paid here. Same thing with this one, 578 and 515 both say they're paid, and 578 looks like a duplicate. So this one may be true, because for some reason, oh yes, because when you do recurring invoices, it doesn't always change the invoice number automatically. God forbid it would do that. So let's review this again. So we're going to look for 578. So this says whatever it says elsewhere. It says here it's overdue, yet it clearly says paid here. So we'll go back, look at 515. Oh, gonna have to search by name for that one. So 515 here says overdue. Yet here it says paid. So what do I do with that? How does that make any sense? So because it's paid, what I do is I look here and it says cash, so I'm going to assume that's correct. So this one we're going to mark as paid. Well, no. See, now what we're going to have to do is a bunch more work. We're going to have to close this. February 23rd. So even though we've done this work, guess what? Now we get to do it again. Isn't that great? So let's check out 578 here, just in case. This one was signed. No, this one's signed and paid. Clearly says paid, even in the PDF version here. This clearly says invoice overdue. So let's do this work one more time. March 9th this one was. So you can see how frustrating this can be, having to do work many times over, and how unreliable this is. This one I'm going to have to double check. It says unpaid, and we'll assume it is. We can double check on our end. And let's see if we can get a report done here. Let's see. Sometimes it comes up, sometimes it doesn't, so we'll see what happens now. So it appears we've stalled, but maybe something is still loading. See how long this takes. So this is typical, this to be stalled like this when we're loading a report. We can't even load reports on the phone on 3 different phone types. The program just crashes when trying to load a report. And that's with one Moto G, 2 Moto Gs actually using the new Android system and one using the old Android system. On HTC, I believe, and on an iPhone. We cannot get any reports open, and on a Samsung. So we're still waiting for our report here, waiting for anything after clicking on reports on invoice to go. In Chrome, as recommended. Oh, here we go. Or maybe not. So there we go. So we still don't really have a full, this is our summary stuff. And I'm going to try now to see if we can get a monthly report. Oh, so it's going okay. We're going into April. So once again, looking at this, yeah, this is good. So let's do. So that took a few minutes anyways to get that going. Okay, so we're looking at a report here from the 20th of April to the 26th of April, and I like to double check these. So this one has, this invoice here has sales of 0, so we're going to double check that and just see if there's anything else of 0, because that's definitely low. And then I'm just going to go through and check a few more sort of random things. Our market's there. What I often look for in here are negative numbers, which means this says 0, but this says paid, and then we get a negative number here. That's a good indicator there's an issue as well. Going through. Okay, so we're going to double check. So invoice 1016. So we're just going to duplicate this job. Choices in the drive. Oh, look at that. We've got 2 of these here. Isn't that special? And 2 of them here. Alright. That has nothing. That has what we would expect. So I guess we're going to delete this one. So often we get these invoices, these duplicate invoices like that.